Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name is Matthew Kipman, and today we have Simon Shields from Monash and Rhett Kessler from Pengana, and we're talking defensives. Supposed to be reliable, some have been, some haven't been. Simon, start with you. At the smaller end of the market, Credit Corp, buy, hold or sell?
Credit Corp is a buy. It's got a good defensive business in terms of the debt ledgers and the collections. If there's a downturn, a recession, the agency business should pick up. Although the debt ledgers might be in a bit of trouble, nevertheless, there should be some cheap ones to pick up if that happens.
Buying debt seems to be a good business, Rhett. Buy, hold or sell?
That's definitely a buy. It's one of our biggest holdings. We think, in addition to what Simon's mentioned, we think management's very, very good, got a great track record, and ridiculously cheap. You can buy it on 10 or 11 times earnings.
All right, let's go to the utility space. Stellar performer, Duet Group, buy, hold or sell?
Definitely a buy, also one of our big holdings. Regulated utility yielding almost 8% for a very defensive asset base, and management have been quite astute in creating some growth through the recent purchase of energy developments.
Duet, you like it, Simon?
Yeah, I agree with that. Buy. It's got good rate of earnings growth. It's got actually quite a low cash flow multiple, high dividend yield for what it is as well, so it's a buy.
Okay, food's supposed to be defensive. We all eat. Woolworths, best and biggest player in the market, been a terrible performer. Buy, hold or sell?
Sell for Woolworths still. I think Woolworths is in a terrible position when you've got Aldi coming through, taking out such a big market share, really taking all the growth of the industry. At the same time, you've got a strong player in Coles. You've got the easy gains that used to be from taking out the independents. They're gone. It's a tough place to be if you're Woolworths, and they've got a lot of work to do.
Rhett, the share price is not so fresh. In fact, Woolworths share price has been pretty stale. Buy, hold or sell?
Yeah, we managed to sell it at the right time. I'm coming around to it. I think the components to that business that are superb, their liquor business, which we think is quite big. And of course, it's got a South African CEO now, so we think he'll do a good job. Nobody, jokes aside, we think he's an excellent operator. It's just a matter of how much they were over-earning before, so we can work out what their true earnings base is, and we're definitely applying our minds to that. So I know I'm supposed to give firm buy, hold or sell, but we're uncertain at the moment.
Okay, now this is a chance to give us a firm one. What's your best defensive and what should we be looking at?
I really like petrol retailing. I think that whether the UK leaves the union or not, or whatever happens in the States, etc., people will still put petrol in their cars tomorrow. There's some great businesses like Z Energy and Caltex, two lookalike companies, one in New Zealand, one in Australia, that make 95 cents out of every dollar in normal petrol retailing. And you can buy them at great prices, very resilient businesses.
Very defensive. Simon, have you got a defensive one in your back pocket you want to share with us?
G8, which is in childcare. The kids have got to go to preschool every morning as their parents go off to work. As long as the government doesn't stuff them up, they're fine. And at the moment, it's pretty bipartisan, should be for another couple of years at least. So I think right now that G8 is pretty defensive.
There you go. We'd better get defensive because there's a lot of buys down that end of the market.